to getting Bill a Georgia sweatshirt after he's wearing the Alabama?
I didn't see him wearing an Alabama one. What are you talking about?
He had one on at their pro day yesterday.
No, I didn't notice that. I'm good with whatever Bill wants to wear. I think he's pretty comfortable with his own shoes.
Coach, how do you feel the pro day ring operation for the players that they're trying to make it to the NFL?
Hard to tell. I wasn't super involved with it. We got a lot of stuff going on around here. I think for the most part our guys competed well. I got to visit with the outgoing juniors and seniors this morning, and I'm just excited for them because this is such a. I can still remember the day in my life when you had this day. It meant so much to you. So many dreams and aspirations are realized on this day. We still say your tape is going to speak volumes to who you are. And a lot of our kids got some good tape, but they want to do well on this day. They train hard for this day. There's a lot of pressure on them for this day. It's important to them, so we want to give them the best opportunity to be successful.
And Coach Dan Quinn said he talked to you more about his players, and they had 11 people over here today. What does that mean, being that close to scouting the players?
We appreciate all the teams that come, especially the Falcons. They send everybody over here. Saw a lot of old friends on his staff, guys I've worked with before. Got a lot of respect for the Falcons and the organization.
How much does a day like this benefit your program in recruiting when you see that study pipeline of guys going into the NFL?
I think it helps a whole lot more on draft day. So I think we'll find out more on draft day during that day. But certainly it helps our program when you have the likes of all these organizations. Got to put the NFL Network covers it again. Speaks volumes to who you're becoming. We want to have guys come down with that opportunity. That's what these kids dream of. We want them also to get their education. That's important.
Kirby, throughout the draft process, driving out, he said he how did you guys reach out to pick him up?
I just sent him a text message that he's got a lot of good tape out there, not to get overwhelmed with one moment. Don't be disappointed or really either way. You could run a great time and have too much expectation, or you could run a poor time, worse than what you think you should, and you still have tape out there. I know from having worked in that league, there's a lot more than just the combine at the time. There's a lot of football tape to be watched. There's a lot of background to be checked, and those are all strong points for Isaac Nada and a lot of our players. So we'll put a lot of weight just on the numbers.
4 underclassmen came out. I don't know if you were prepared for all 4 of those guys, but that seems to be a trend. I know you talked about how this program will get younger moving forward. Just your thoughts on the number of guys that come in early now and also leave early.
Yeah, I think it is a trend. I think it's going to continue to be a trend in college football for every team to deal with. Every team deals with it differently. Our answer is to make sure we've got good players in our program so that we're not having to just play true freshmen. But because of the way it is, you're going to have a young team all the time. I've spoken to that a lot. There's not a lot you can do. Some of that stuff's out of your control. How well does a kid play as a junior? What kind of grades does he get? What kind of choices and families does he have? Does he have to make for his family? Choices and decisions for his family. So everybody's in a different situation, and you manage everyone differently. You just do the best job you can to handle it, and then you move on. That's what we do.
Is there anything that can be done about the incongruence of the early signing day along with the declaration date being January 14th?
I don't know that there can be right now because that's involving a lot of moving parts. You get the NFL who has a system they believe works, and then you have college football that has a system they believe works. What gets tough is kids are enrolled in classes or not enrolled in classes. So it's hard in January for a kid. He needs to make his decision in January. So he's got to decide whether or not he's going to work out or whether he's going to continue to go to school. So those two are not congruent, and it's hard to make them. So we're dealing with a system we got, and everybody's in the same system. So I consider that fair. He'd be great for him. He's a competitor. He's physical. He runs well. He's played in a system that he can play multiple coverages. We ask him to make a lot of checks. He's going to be a really good really at the end of the day, it's not going to be the 40 times better. It's going to be a really good ball. He's tackling, cover people. That's what he's proven to do at a pretty good time.
Kind of same question about Elijah Holyfield. Even if I did time he will be, I just think he will this program.
Elijah's going to be a great pro. Elijah brings a lot to a team. He brings a toughness. He brings a demeanor about him. He loves to work. He was the last guy off the field every day here to catch extra balls. He's done a tremendous job in our program. He's going to do the same thing in that organization. The stripes of a player don't change when they go to the next level. So I know he's going to convert what he's done well here into the same thing there.
What if you guys said that they did not perform what they thought was their best at the combine? From your personal experience, do you think that has to do with nerves, over prepping?
You know, I think everyone's an individual basis. I think the way it is nowadays, these kids all go places to work out and train, and sometimes maybe the best environment is to be in the environment you've been in most often, the comfortable environment of being here. Everybody's different, and they have the choice to choose that, and they can go work out where they want to work out. I don't think you can pin it on one reason why a guy doesn't run as well as he should or shouldn't. I think every opportunity he gets, he should take advantage of, which hopefully they do today.
So on the other day, stuff like that.
Do we give it out? No, maybe you talk to coaches and we give them information.
Right, when they ask for it.
We don't disclose it. We talk to them verbally about it. We're not handing out information to the players from those numbers per se, because our numbers may not match up with their numbers. It would be two different systems. Conditions, whether it's wet, not wet, inside or different. Our numbers are different indoor and outdoor, so there's some inconsistencies with those numbers.
Coach, can you speak on the versatility that Mr. Cardinal and both the special teams offense? How that come? How is that?
Yeah, in today's day and age of NFL, you see Miko Hardman's all over the world. There's guys that are speed sweep guys, vertical slot guys, punt returner, kick returner. He's been a gunner in covered kicks. I mean, he's kind of been elite from a special team standpoint, and I still think he's got great upside at the wide receiver position. So he's a guy that's going to flourish when he gets to that level. And I'm looking forward to seeing him do it. He's grown as a player for us, but he hasn't even reached his full potential.
How often when guys
receiving is going to be in the top 50 in the 600-yard reception season. What does it say about your offense that Riley really could do that this year without really having a ton of stats for your program?
It just says the stats are overrated. I mean, we're about wins and losses, and I think Riley will be the first to tell you that. Whatever it takes to win the game, he's going to do. We had an explosive offense. It wasn't centered on one person. We had really good backs, good tight ends, and good lineouts. At the end of the day, if you've got a good balanced attack where the ball can be spread out, that's much tougher than I think.
when you were a senior, do you remember the first team or scout you ever talked to?
No, they didn't talk. Not many scouts talked to me.
Okay.
I remember talking to me. I remember getting a call to be a free agent from Bill Poley, and I still thank him to this day for giving me that opportunity because I met coaches that I see out here today that are still coaching. So, that's pretty cool. But I don't remember the first one.
Concerning conversations about Miko, I mean, how quickly does it come up the fact that he's only in his second year, or only played the position for 2 years?
Well, I usually bring it up pretty quick. I mean, to me, it's an important thing to understand that there's a guy that only caught snaps out of high school, only caught interceptions as a freshman, and then he spends 2 years catching the ball. And he's done a really good job of doing that, especially in his pro days and his workouts. And that's kind of the only thing people can try to knock Miko on. He's fast, he's elusive, he's a great returner. Well, what about his hands? Well, all he's done is catch every ball thrown to him for the last 2 months. And I'm excited to see what he does.
2 more questions.
Terry's gotten bigger, more physical, more confidence. He came in as a really good receiver. I think the biggest thing he had to do was start to change his body. When you look at him now, he's got broader shoulders. He ran really well with the combine. Unbelievable hands. He catches everything thrown to him. So I think he's a really special player. If somebody's going to get a great player. I say specifically, I mean, it's more about guys you know. He knows you know your players. He's always asking about guys you play against, guys maybe coming in the future, things they're doing in their organization that make them better than they can.
Thank you.